Hi guys, it's Enda here from TrendSpotter. Good morning today. Looked at getting in on Tesla, but there was no. There was a few pullbacks on it, but there was no real kind of RSI reversal on it, so we let that go. I know Tradenet got in at 366, which was in here somewhere, but in hindsight, it looks very easy to get in on. It was strong up or strongly uptrending here, as you can see from the colors, but we took 3 trades anyways, up 636. The first trade was on Netflix. So I missed the first trade because I was trying so intently to get into to Tesla. But I missed this first Netflix trade. And Netflix really worried me today as well because the volume was so low. By 10 o'clock, where was I? Yeah, it was around here, 10 o'clock. There was only 500,000 shares traded. And Tesla had like 2.8 million. So for any system to work, it doesn't matter how good the system is. If there's no volume, then it can just consolidate and go sideways. But anyways, here was the first move. So there's your RSIs changing and no real action happening there. And here's your first, this is your first candle really after the Psar is broken. So it was a small move here, but the first one missed was, what's that, about an 85-cent move there, 84-cent move. Minus the spread obviously, but that's fine. Okay, you could make something in there. So this was the second one. I started getting FOMO and I went into Netflix here at 10:03, which was here, and I should have got in back here, but it was actually around the same price anyways, and it never really took off. It just kept going sideways and kind of got greedy on it. I was up maybe $60 or $70, which is nothing, which is why I didn't bother taking it, because I don't want to get into a bad habit of taking things at $100 when I need 300 or 400 per trade or whatever, 200. And so I stopped out at 10:14, which was over here. I just didn't like the way it was going, and so I took a loss on that. And then it reversed and got right back in here. What was it, 1019 was it? Yeah, 1019. Okay. So I had a win on this, had a good win on this. So here is, this is still going up, but as of recording this, we'll just pick a previous candle even. That's a $3.89 move. And again, that was spotted clearly. Here is your green trend line, trend meter. There's your Psar and second arrow in a row, and there you go, up you go. So that Netflix one, that was a lovely move. And I took a move on Roku as well. So Roku, again, start out of the gate, did the pullback. I'm not a fan of pullback, but as you can see clearly here, both Roku, which is a nice pullback here, and Tesla had a similar small pullback, which is, God, so much green, in here or in here, but I'm not a fan of those, and also in here, I suppose, but 3 pullbacks, and you know, you'd want to be really thinking about your position. So here's your first move down, and the RSI changes, and again it's still kind of choppy in here. So the first is here, so there's the first confirmation of the trend meter, and here is your entry right here, anywhere in there really, and that move is a $4 move. Okay, so again, you manage your own risk, take what you want out of it. But I had a win in there as well, $377 in there as well. So that was it. We were watching BA as well. Again, it's just one of these, it's kind of unusual, but it's because the SPY is so high, I suppose, and the trade talks, they're thinking of putting off the trade talks in America, or the more sanctions until the new year. But you know, that's not really confirmed until it's confirmed, because Trump could just tweet something else and that's the end of it. But the more he tweets is good for us anyways with volatility. So look at BA here. So BA, this is the first move, 9:30, and again, you know, you're sitting there with FOMO thinking to yourself, you know, I can't believe I missed this move, I could get in anywhere, but don't worry about that, because the move's always reverse. So here's the reverse. As you can see here, the trend meter is on its second trend confirmation. You have your Psar down, second down arrow there. So your entry there was, where's this? Yeah, here. So they're short, and depending on your target, that's a $3.10 move. Not the biggest move from Boeing, in fairness. They do move a lot, but anyways, that's a move right there. I didn't take it, but just showing you TrendSpotter in action. Now, I know Shop, Everything's doing nice moves today. Again, I know I always go over shop. I don't have the courage to trade it. And you'll see why here. So this is the first move out of the gate, 930. Ignore that. Then the second move, there's no arrows. And in the third move, there's arrows here, but the Psar is there. And technically, this would have been an entry. But again, I don't like trading shop. But even if you did get in here and you lost, that would have been a losing trade, let's say, to get out here. So that would have been a 384.34 to 385. So it would have been $1 loss there. That's a big loss. But on the flip side, if you got back in here when the trend meter or TrendSpotter got the next one, you're looking for the second candle here, the base of that up to, well, we're still going up here. That's a $6.45. So, you know, if you did take that full loss of $1 here and you were pretty upset with yourself, if you got back in, there was a $6.45, and you could be more realistic and even take it back here, you know, because there's no actual pullback here. I mean, who wants to sit through that pullback in here? So it would go straight up immediately. You were $2.45 up, and then you were $3.50, and so all the way up, maybe here. But that's up to you. That's your risk. The risk management. The TrendSpotter just points out the moves. It's up to you to take them, and they don't wait. Moves just take off. That's the way it is. So that's it. Netflix is still going. Roku, I got a nice move on Roku. Tesla's probably going to do its reversal here. It can't keep going up. It's like a rubber band. It'll have to retract and give back some. I was in some other trades, or looking at other trades today. I didn't take any other trades with Tradenet. I know, like I said before, Mayer got into Tesla at 366 was his entry. I almost pressed that button and I didn't. So I think he got well over $4. Yeah, he probably got out up here around that, and he probably still has 100 shares in it. You can see that from his reviews. So that's basically it. That's the TrendSpotter in action. It's always consistent. It also tells you when the stocks are going to go short. So as you can see here as well, when they have a high probability of going short. Let's pull up Roku here. So you can see I've color coded the background. So when the stock is weak, it's red, and when it's dark red, it's really weak. So you can see from these dark red backgrounds, it pushes down. So that's how simple this is to use. It's color coded for a child, and well, although children shouldn't be trading stocks. And the arrows are downward arrows, red for short, and upward green arrows for long. And the Psar, and once the Psar is above, you're shorting, and when it's below, you're long. And they just all have to line up. That's pretty much it. It is that simple to trade. It doesn't have to get any more complicated than that. There are plenty of people out there that can sell you different systems, and you have to wait for different market conditions and all that. Once you get a hot list or a watch list from anyone, any of the Boiler Room or Ross Cameron or Tradenet, you can use these. And actually, let's have a look at LMPX, which was... The small caps have been having a ball with this one recently. So this thing has been halted a lot. I was watching it this morning. So if you were looking at this, there's 930. So this is the one that shot up. Crazy momentum on this from like a few days ago. It was at like $15, and before that it was at like, there you go, look, $6. Okay, so it's coming back down now. That's what happens to these parabolic stocks when they fly up. They come down as well, like a rubber band. When you pull it, they have to retract. Okay, so here is 930. So this is the first green background. You ignore the first one. And just to be clear on that as well, I want to show you something. Just on that. Which stock was it? Maybe it was Netflix. Yeah, okay. So when I say ignore the first one, what I mean is ignore the first one of significance. So see this here. This is 9. This is green, okay? Then this is red, and there's no arrows. So all this here, I would consider one move, because that was just a flash in the pan. That was just a bit of buying going on. You can see the volume candle spike up here, and then it came back down, and the Psars are on the top. So that's the first one. This is the second one, and this is the third one, and there's your fourth out there. Okay, so you always ignore the first one. Okay, if this green one was 3 or 4 long, that's technically the second one in here, but it's not. It was just a flash from a spike in sales. or purchases, whatever. So LMPX anyways, so here's the first one, 930 to 930 or 941 was the first one to ignore. And there it is, taken off, and you're, $5 candle there, and it's all happening, and you're wondering why you didn't get in. So wait for the conditions to match. Okay, there's one spike down, two spikes down, and here's the confirmation. Okay, so from here, and this one, because it moves so fast, it takes the TrendSpotter like a little bit to catch up with it, because it does move incredibly fast. Like that moved like $8 before you get in, but still, how much is left on it? Okay, so you would have got, if you shorted that, $3. I know it's not the biggest move in the world, considering you've missed 32 down to 25, so you've missed $8 already, but there's still a $3 move in it, and it is a $27 stock at that stage. Was it $25 stock? So you can take an awful lot of shares on a stock like that. But yeah, anyways, and as you can see here now, this is why I don't like trading really far into the afternoon, because it just kind of limps along there. Okay, so that's basically it, guys. Any comments or questions, leave it below, and I'd appreciate a like or a subscription for more information. Bye.